flex moment of the show. Warriors and Knicks tonight. Little top moment of the year. Top moments of the year in the Bay Area. We got the Warriors game 4. Well, yeah, Steph Curry game 4 with the 43 points at TD Garden against the Celtics to even up the series at 2 games apiece. You got the Niners going to Dallas. Deebo Samuel. You got the Giants signing Carlos Correa. What about Brock Purdy? Is that a top moment of the show? Lutman, get in here.
Well, I'm going to throw in Game 6 against the Grizzlies. I was at that game. That was a lot of fun. You had a Game 6 Clay. Yeah. You had Loon going off. Steph dropped 29, and now, again, that's the third biggest thing of the night. And that was just such an epic night. That was the night that, for me, I realized, yeah, they have no issues with the home crowd advantage here at Chase Center. And also memorable, that was the night I got COVID. So very memorable Game 6. And, yeah, that's one of my high points.
Probably hanging around me there to how you got COVID. That Game 6 against the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, the Warriors grabbed 70 rebounds in that game. 70 rebounds. And that's when they went back to the starting lineup with Looney, Draymond, Wiggins, Clay, and Steph. And they said, the hell with the small ball lineup. Kevon Looney became a grown-ass man in that game. 22 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds, 22 overall rebounds, 4 points in that game. Andrew Wiggins was huge. 18 points, 11 rebounds, lockdown defense. He had a monster fourth quarter. Klay Thompson, as you mentioned, Lubman, 30 points, 8 rebounds in that one. Draymond Green, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. Steph with the 29. He really went off in the fourth quarter. That was monumental. Game 2 against the Mavericks, I think. Moses Moody coming off the bench. Kevon Looney with a monster third quarter, 13 points in that third quarter. I thought that was huge. So a lot of big moments there. Aaron Judge. Top moment was when we thought Aaron Judge was on the Giants for 5 minutes. That's UC Steve. That could have been a top moment. That became a low moment. It's probably the lowest moment of the year. Aaron Judge not signing with the Giants. Lowest moments, SoFi Stadium losing the NFC Championship game to the Rams. That was brutal. Jock Peterson getting the soul slapped out of him by Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham. The Warriors and somebody want to take Jake Minson, Draymond Green, Jordan Poole. We're not going to bring that up. That was a very low moment. Trey Lance getting hurt, low moment. The pick 8 in Denver, low moment. So we've had a ton of low moments. But then the high moment with Steph Curry in Game 4, that was pretty damn cool as the Nets introduced Justin Verlander at Citi Field. It was really awesome, shutting down the Grizzlies, shutting down the Mavericks, and then beating the Celtics. Awesome moments. I think for sure the Steph Curry is a top moment of the year here as Dante DiVincenzo is doubtful tonight against the New York Knicks. Let's bring in Matson. Top moment of the year as we get Matson and Willard in here having a lot of fun on a Tuesday morning here on the Roast. Matson, top moment of the year for you in the Bay Area.
Man, that's tough. Top moment of the year.
Steph Curry Game 4?
Easy for me, yes. It's Steph Curry Game 4, and it's not even for me on a personal end. It's not just the game and the performance. It's the fact that I took my 2 boys to the Chase Center experience on that one. Where that game was in Boston. So I've never done something like that before.
Going to the watch party.
I went to the watch party. I took my boys to the watch party at Chase Center. It's a very unique experience, right? It's not like being at a game, but it's different. It's different when you're watching that on the big screen and you have other Warrior fans around you and you are in that sort of environment of being in an arena. Down goes the keyboard. You okay over there? But yeah, that's the first thing. That's the first thing that pops out because of the angst that was involved in that game. Like, he was otherworldly, and he had to be, and it was in doubt the whole time, and you just sort of felt like this is it. Like, they're either in this thing or they're not. And for me, that's when you asked that question, that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
Yeah, and it was the moment, and the reason I'm right there with you. I was not at the experience, or the Chase Center experience, but it was that moment because I'm like everybody. I love Steph Curry. Like he might be my favorite athlete of all time. But there was the detractors that would come at him and his rings don't count and Kevin Durant and this and that. That Game 4 was not only where the series flipped, but where the narrative on Steph flipped. He went for 43 in a finals game, dragging this team that had no business winning that game. Back from the depths of a 3-1 deficit to tie the series at 2. And it was Steph. It was all Steph. So that was, that and it's not close. Like, more than Game 6. because I was just watching Game 6 highlights in the other room. That was such a blowout that the suspense was gone mid-third quarter.
Yeah, Boston, remember in Game 6, they went up 14-2.
Yes.
And it was like, yeah, whatever. And I remember Mully and D. Wright, they're like, Warriors got this. And they go on a crazy run. I forget the run.
I think it was 27-0.
27, no. Was it really 27, 21? Something crazy.
Man.
And Jordan Poole baked the three at the end of the first quarter. You're like, yeah, they've got this. And Draymond Green actually hit a big shot over Time Lord Robert Williams in the fourth quarter to kind of stabilize things, say, hey, you're not coming back. This is our championship. We're winning ring number 4. We're going to pop champagne all night long and then have a great parade. Here on YouTube, a lot of people believe the parade was the best moment.
That was so
parade was pretty great.
You got a late rush here. You got a late rush. A lot of people were talking about Brock Purdy.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't forget that sometimes when we go, okay, best moment of the year, we sort of think of the 2022 49ers season. I'll give you my second place finisher, which is the Hufanga, the block punt in Green Bay.
That's a good one.
That's in 2022.
Yep.
And
That's
that was that game was so incredibly memorable. We had spent the day at Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo for my son's birthday. We get home right at kickoff. We're watching that thing, and the 49ers just cannot score. They cannot score. But defense is keeping them in it, right? We all remember the game. And it's just another fun sort of family moment on this one because I looked at my boys right as they're lining up. It's fourth quarter, and I go, they got to block this punt.
They got to block it.
They got to block this punt.
No.
And then they blocked the punt, and it was, like if you got
and then
kids,
the scoop and score
when you get dad points like that because they're looking at me, they're like, they did it. They blocked the punt. And so that one, and then Jimmy gets the field goal drive. Debo was great. That was one for me too.
We're gonna have the Doobie Awards on Thursday here on the Morning Roast. The first annual Doobie Awards.
Light them up.
Yeah,
light them up.
Light them up. Got a lot of the underrated moment of the year, maybe in that same game. But at the end of the first half, when Aaron Jones went off, what was it, a screenplay? And who was that? Jaquiski Tart chasing down Jones. Because then at the end of the first half, what happens? They block a field goal to keep the game at 7-3. That gets lost in the shuffle during that entire playoff run.
I hate for Tart.
Mostly because
so many really good moments as a 49er, and he was a week away from his most memorable moment being the opposite style.
The week 18 was in January 22 as well. Mm-hmm. That week 18 comeback.
That was
Sean
an unbelievable
McVay
game.
Celebrating in the end zone with his team.
Same
he was
day.
in the end zone.
So think about that day in the Bay Area.
There?
Think about that day in the Bay Area. Second quarter, he's in the end zone, high five, and Niners come back and rally from a 17-0 deficit. And that same day, Klay Thompson makes his return to the NBA at Chase Center against the Cavaliers.
That's right.
And has that dunk at Chase Center.
Yep.
That was a crazy day in the Bay Area. Crazy day.
Yep.
As Shasky returns
I stole
here.
Your seat, Shasky.
Yeah, he stole the sheet. As you are listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1, San Francisco. Download the Odyssey app, your favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. Don't forget that you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Just log on and search 95.7 The Game, but be sure to like and subscribe to the channel where you're there. You guys on Crosstalk yesterday had me dying.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
Guru was on one.
Guru's quitting. And I didn't even see. I'm sure the Green Bay defense did enough to knock him out last night. So Guru, apparently that was the last fantasy football game of Guru's life. And I get it. But I'm the opposite. I'm here for it. I've watched football with people who come into the home and they're like, what on earth is happening in here right now? And I'm not talking about 49er games. I lock in for the 49er games. In fact, that actually causes a little bit of a fight in my house because I'm like, look, red zone goes away. There's a Niner game. And they're like, well, then you need to pull the second TV in here because we're watching red zone. And so we get in this argument. But my point is when the Niners aren't playing, and this is just the way my brain works, I've got enough compartmentalization.
Bandwidth?
Thank you. Very good. I've got enough bandwidth to do the 17 things that are happening at once.
That's not bad.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm going to use that next year. My fantasy season's over, but I'm going to use it next year. That's really good.
He didn't need to look behind the glass. All he had to do was high-five Kyle to validate that joke.
I looked at Kyle and I was like, yeah, that's a hitter.
That's a hitter. That's a one.
That's like when Jay-Z walked out after he recorded the blueprint in 3 days.
Yeah,
he's like, I knew that's a banger.
This is done.
Wait till you hear the banger we created.
But listen, the red zone this week, fantasy playoffs.
Dude.
I was 4 for 4 going to the playoffs, but the one league I was the 1 seed in, I got knocked out.
Yep.
And I was going against Zay Jones and Patrick Mahomes.
Zay Jones, same thing. I texted a buddy. I go, I just lost. My fantasy's over because of someone named Zay. What the hell are we doing?
And I ripped Zay Jones all the time when he was on the Raiders. My best friend, Big Dog City's a Raider fan. I'm like, Zay Jones, this can't be your number 3 receiver. And in a 20-second span on red zone, they go to Jacksonville, Zay Jones third touchdown. Then they go back to Houston, Patrick Mahomes throwing a touchdown pass. And I'm like, damn it.
It's over.
I'd play anybody else, and I advance to the second round.
The 1 seed means nothing when you get to this week. But I get it. Your brain is almost rooting against itself constantly. Yeah. I even did this stupid, and this is the classic thing in fantasy. I was in 2 playoffs last week. I'm going against Justin Herbert in one of them. Herbert's playing for me in the other one. But I'm here for that. Like I get how that makes people go like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's
like,
why.
What the hell are we doing right now?
I do the best I can, even if it's overdrafting. I try to, because I have 2 teams. I went down to family and friends. That's it. Those are the only 2 leagues.
Yep.
And I did everything I could to try to draft the same
players.
team.
Yep, same here.
Because I'm sick of it.
See, but I do the opposite because then if it's a bad year, then all your leagues stink.
Yeah, I went all in. I went all in on Josh Allen. I bought the stock. I drafted Josh Allen in the second round.
That works.
And it worked out for me. I got 1 team still alive. I got 2 teams still
Guru
alive.
drafted him 2nd overall.
Honestly,
I'm not mad at that.
Honestly, the quarterbacks,
Crazy person.
The quarterbacks with like rushing upside, it's not crazy to take those guys.
No, it's
early.
not.
Justin Fields ended up being a great pick.
Right.
Yeah.
If you took him, 14th round or
if
whatever.
you're able to hang in there. Yeah.
All right, I got something special for Bonte. I got everybody gifts and stuff. Mark, I would have got you a gift, but the host makes too much money.
Yeah.
So,
you don't know what I make.
yeah, that's true.
Well, you're doing Fox Sports
I know you
National,
work for
right?
Odyssey, so you can't be making too
You don't
much.
know what I make there either.
No.
He's an intern.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I apologize.
I still do a
I
Fox
didn't mean it
Sports
like that,
National
Mark.
Radio, a little bit of Pac-12. Mark's dipping in sauce.
There's also a reason I need 12 jobs. But anyway, go ahead.
Preaching to the choir.
Kids and a bunch of problems.
So, Bonte is now the king, right, of Bay Area sports media. I don't know if you know this.
It's not even close.
Now, I've noticed that he works with one of my favorite guys of all time, Chris Mullen. And, Run TMC was something. And I saw Sleepy Floyd, who does a lot of graphics for us, and he's freaking brilliant. He put out like a Run DMC. Is that what it was?
Run FBC.
FBC.
Festus Bonte Chris.
So, in honor of Bonte now being named the king of sports media, I put out something special for him. Another gift on top of the Florida State jersey I got him. What do you guys think of this? Okay, guys, this is the instrumental and not the main thing. We're having lots of technical issues today.
So,
well, I gotta say, good beat. I can dance to it, but I only give it a 3. I was hoping for more.
Dude, from scratch, me and Aerosmith.
Listen.
Does it ever work the first time?
One take, Jake. Who's the Detroit Tiger who hit like? Listen, who's the Detroit Tiger like?
Omar Infante?
15 years ago. He led the league in like homers for the first month of the season, and we never
Nicolio
ever heard
Ordonez.
from him. No, it was
Brandon.
I just wanted to just throw that out.
Brandon or some dude. He went off, or like Brady Anderson having 1 year,
Brady Anderson,
50 home runs and never heard from him again.
Oh, now we have
Jake. One take Jake's like Mike Benjamin during that 3-game series at Wrigley Field where he had like 14 hits, came out on fire. Right, we never heard from him again. Well, one take Jake, our guy for the Pac-12 Network. First hour was on fire, drops, everything. We thought Dan Spadoni may be out of a job.
Yeah, since then
we'll never need Craig back again. Now it's like, hey, Spadoni.
He hit the tree like Sonny Bono.
Spadoni, we need you back January.
At minimum, we need to change his name to Take Jake.
Yeah. Here's our mulligan.
Let's try again.
Here's our mulligan.
Or Chris Mulligan.
Here we go, Jake. We got you. We got you back.
The king of sports talk, there is none higher. Sucker whack host should call him sire. To burn his kingdom, you must use fire. He won't stop yapping till he retires. Now he rocks the roast, so come correct. Dial 957 if you want to vet. Doing dubs pre and post on your TV set. Rappers hit the gatehouse and pay respect.
What are you talking about, Shasky? I'm the king of Bay Area sports talk. Come on, Shasky, doggy. Come on, doggy.
Who do you think invented you, Shasky?
I'm the king of Bay Area sports. What are you talking about, Shasky? I'm the king of Bay Area sports talk. Come on, Shasky, doggy. Come on, doggy.
Who do you think invented you, Shasky?
I'm the king of Bay Area sports.
It's not over. The The roast ratings killer, there's no one chiller. Interviewing David Stern and Will the Thriller. He's one shot fella, I know we can hang. Leader of the trademark and the GDG Gucci gang. Roll to the rock to the roll. Waller Street, Monte Hill, Fillmore. You can see him on TV for show. And you can catch him 957 morning radio. Come on, man.
That's kind of hot.
What do you think, Willard? The king of Bay Area.
That's the song of the day?
I'm letting it play all the way to the end. I want to experience this all the way through. It's hot. It's hot.
I mean, who put this thing together? The Scarface in the middle was just chef's kiss.
How long did you work on that?
Well, you
went in the other room for like 10 seconds.
I did it over and over. I wrote it in like, I don't know, a minute.
Somebody said we needed Duke versus Shasky versus.
How was that, Bonte? Come on.
I mean,
he's impressed and embarrassed
for Run DMC.
Yeah,
he's impressed and embarrassed.
I'm impressed, embarrassed.
Guru's gonna be so jealous.
You. I mean, it was. I'm speechless. I feel like D-Lo up there, ESPN 1320, when Kenny Caraway drops Drake bars. That's what I feel like. I feel like Drake bars. It was unbelievable. And, I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
That's like your theme song now.
Like, I mean,
you want to be down with the king, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. That's all you want. You want to be down with the king.
I know exactly what you're feeling right now. There's a level of admiration for your friend for putting that together. It's very impressive. But it's like when people are singing "Happy Birthday" to you, and you have to sit there and just wear it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But that was like 2.5 minutes, not that 30-second little.
Yeah,
I feel you. No, I got you.
And when they do like, are you one? No. Are you two? No. Even that's only like 40 seconds.
Right.
So combined with the birthday song and that song, got about 70 seconds. That was like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And
did it have a Run DMC feel to it?
It did.
Yeah, that was what the whole point was.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
What is the text line roasting me?
So now we have the Doobie Awards on Thursday. We have the Freestyle of the Year. And Shasky's desperately trying to steal that award. He wants to steal it from Duke and Mr. Britt. He does.
Late entry?
It is a late entry.
I can hear Danny Freisinger, our old assistant program director, now. Rap music? Really?
You guys did rap music for 10 minutes.
I mean, I like rap on the side every now and then.
It's like that one.
But I don't know if our audience does.
It's like that one program director. It's like that one program director we had for 2 months in 95.7 a game back in 2018 who said, do not play any hip-hop for rejoins. Do not play any hip-hop. It will lose our audience. And we literally had to take hip-hop off the station for like a month. It was insane.
That's wild.
How'd that go?
That's where Matt Nahiga came in.
Right.
And took over the station.
And then it changed.
We've been,
we
haven't looked back. We haven't looked
the
back.
greatest hits of Young Thug.
Man,
so you're worried about this Giants thing?
You're like befuddled right now. You're like lost.
Well, I'm just. It's
I've
funny.
never heard Willard speechless.
No, it's funny because after I just sat here and talked about how well I compartmentalize during fantasy football, I'm distracted.
Why?
Something's going on with the Giants and Carlos Correa.
Uh-oh.
This people's behavior right now is not normal. The press conference was scheduled for 11 a.m. today to introduce Carlos Correa.
Are you saying he's getting cold feet?
No, we're past that. But the only thing we've got in terms of a report is from Susan Slusser, who says she is told they are awaiting test results. I don't know what kind of test we're talking about. Are we talking about a COVID exam, or are we talking about a test on his elbow or his knee? I don't know what's going on.
Back injury?
Like, the big fear. Did this guy just fail his physical?
Oh my God.
I didn't even think of that.
Oh my God.
I'm hoping.
And if that happened, I mean, you want to talk about a lump of coal in your stocking.
There's a sentence I didn't think I'd hear 2 years ago. I'm hoping it's COVID.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not hoping.
Right?
Like, I'm not like
I'm with you though.
Here's why I'm a little worried.
Oh man.
Here's why I have no info on that whatsoever. But the reason I'm worried is the Giants' email that just got sent to the media is very odd. This is not their norm. It was one line. Today's press conference has been canceled. Send.
That's it?
That's it. That is not communicative. That sounds terse. It sounds quick, like someone just pounded it out and send. It feels like they're nervous or something. That's not normal behavior. 3 hours before a press conference to send, if you're the Giants, this is not, and even Eno Saris is a national guy. He goes, this is not the way the Giants usually communicate. That's not normal. They just, one line, it's canceled. Like, it sounds like someone went, go email right now. Just say it's canceled. Send. Like,
so then what are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating anything other than this.
Fearful of?
Like I said,
scared me,
the
Mark.
biggest.
I know. I didn't even.
The biggest.
Damn,
The
like,
biggest.
are you saying he's hurt?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying.
I'm with Mark Graves. If this deal gets voided for Correa, I don't even want to call it. I don't even want to. Damn. Can we play the rap again? I want to laugh again.
That would be worse than T.O. T.O. not
Arson
filing his
Correa?
paperwork properly.
Correa had some media availability with certain outlets that was set.
Was it canceled?
Canceled.
PEDs? Start off with an 80-game suspension? That wouldn't be so bad, right?
I'm not trying to.
You got another 12
I'm
years.
I'm not trying to sound alarms. I'm just I'm just being authentic me. I'm nervous.
Oh,
this is super unsettling. This is unsettling. Until we get answers, I'm unsettled.
You want to have not to get there. Hey, one take, Jake. Let's end this show to strong note. Give me the rap again. Give me the rap. I love it. Look, Shasky, I love you, man. Shasky, I really do love you, man. You're a jewel, dude. You're a diamond in the rough.
Only I can pull this one out of my butt.
Nobody else can pull this off. Jake, hit
They
the
call
rap.
me Prison
We
Joe
need to
for
bring
a
this
reason.
up.
There is
Bring
none
it up.
higher. Sucker whack host should call him sire. To burn his kingdom, you must use fire. He won't stop yapping till he retires. Now he rocks the roast, so come correct. Dial 957 if you want to vet. Doing dub pre and post on your TV set. Rappers hit the gatehouse and pay respect. I know he loved that line.
What are you talking about, Shasky?
Hit
I'm
the
the king
gatehouse.
of Bay Area sports
So
talk.
good.
Come on, Shasky, doggy. Come on, doggy.
Who do you think is better than you, Shasky?
I'm the king of Bay Area sports. Doggy. What are you talking about, Shasky? I'm the king of Bay Area sports talk. Come on, Shasky, doggy. Come on, doggy.
Shasky?
I'm the king of Bay Area sports.
Come on, Shasky dog.
It ain't over.
It ain't over. It's got one more.
Ross Rayton's killer. There's no one chiller. Interviewing David Stern and Will the Thriller. He's one shot fella. I know we can hang. Leader of the trademark and the Jimmy G Gucci gang. Roll to the rock to the roll. Waller,
That was sick.
but they Hill Fillmore. You
That
can
was
see
sick.
him on TV for show. And you can catch him 957 morning radio. He's so happy. I knew this would make him smile. It's only 3 hours late.
Maybe the presser was canceled because Carlos Correa is just listening to this
Because
over and
that was
over.
too good. They're like, we can't beat that.
It
We're
would
gonna have to.
overshadow it.
We're gonna have
Nobody's
to.
doing
Yeah.
it. They're going to play
We have to wait for a new day to own Bay Area media because that was too big.
I swear to God, we need the Guru, Shasky, duet. The album cover, which Guru has
Yeah.
the Ray-Bans
Yes,
on
yes.
with the chain
Yes.
and he's clean bugging.
I'm
and
ready.
you got Shasky.
I'm ready.
And you got a bridge over like, you
Yeah.
got 510 Union City.
Yeah.
You know, the like city limit
41510.
signs.
San Quentin, keep the sneak.
You know, you have San Francisco population. You got Union City population in the background.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
and then you get like 8 songs, right? And you got 3 features with Duke.
Oh, I like that.
You got 3 features with Duke, and then you got Mr. Britt with an
yeah.
interlude or whatnot.
Yeah.
We need to get that together.
I'm thinking also me and him in the middle, and instead of Bloods and Crips, where we're like uniting the two bandanas,
the Cowboy
the
Niners.
Cowboys Niners.
No, you can't do that because
I was thinking Lakers Warriors.
I didn't say that good.
Pirates Giants maybe.
He's gonna be jealous of that song, though. I'm for sure.
Man,
Mr.
I
Fat would
love him.
definitely
the
jump on
Guru
that.
You
Shasky
think?
collaboration needs to happen.
Is the text line saying that's good, or am I getting crushed?
No, it's
No.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Oh, good.
Yeah, both.
No,
That's the key.
It's a
No,
mixed
but the
bag.
ones who
You
are
know the
crushing
YouTube-
it are.
Listen,
It's
you know
not.
the YouTubers. You got your haters. You got your players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Lean into laugh.
If one
JMC
person on
underscore
YouTube likes
1982
it,
is
you're
a
good.
hater.
Yeah.
You get Tyler Miller and Michael Hernandez and the company and the rest. Dante, what? They're the players.
Let's go.
On the YouTube
Ernie
chat.
Chavez got you, dog.
Ernie Chavez got your back.
United players right
So
here.
you get E40 with the interlude. You get E40 with the intro.
I need Bosco.
Oh, man.
We're going real deep.
Yeah, we're going way too
When
deep.
you come and swoop me.
I'm now scared of our 12 days of Bay Area Christmas that Kyle and I are working on for Friday.
Oh.
This I don't think anything's
guys
You're
are
working
on
Friday?
Oh yeah, bro.
Smart man.
Taking
We got
this all the
Friday
way.
off,
No days
right,
off,
London?
dog.
Who's coming in
Yeah.
Friday for the morning
Taking
roast?
this to the limit.
I thought I was working Friday. I think we're off. I kind of want that
It's going to
Friday
be
off.
one
Am I-
take, Jake.
am I
and, I'm off.
Am I off?
I'm
I
team
don't
off.
think I'm
8
off.
8 o'clock in the morning, Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
I just hit someone I know
really?
that works for the Giants.
Atta babe.
I know.
And I
And?
said, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And I got all caps. I want to know too.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what?
I
I
don't-
gotta get out of here.
I don't like
I
the
gotta
vibe.
get out of here
I
because
don't
I don't
like
like
the vibe.
Willer's vibe with this. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna listen
I
to
don't like the
Willer and
vibe.
Wait,
Matson.
before you
Matson,
go.
good luck.
Wait up, wait.
Oh,
Matson,
open your present
yeah,
real
I
quick.
got you. No,
Open your
I
present.
want to. Do not be disrespected by the size. It's the only one they had available. Because if
Wow.
it's too
Nickel.
big, no.
Wait a minute. That's the phrase we need at 957thegameshop.com. Do not be offended by the size.
Hey, look, I don't know. And so I tried, and I figured the medium's too small. So this is the next closest thing. So
Okay.
I just hope it's not too big. If you can return it, it's got a gift receipt and everything.
Okay,
but Matson,
great.
you've helped us on this show. You filled in. You've worked behind the scenes. So, the host, we always try to get good gifts for everybody. Bonte got a
This is
Florida
so
State
nice.
jersey.
This
You
is
like that
already
one,
nice.
Mark?
Thank you.
Number one.
Did I do a good job on that?
No, I want to let you know
that's
that I
brand
feel
new?
obligated
That's
to
strong.
get
I
you.
saw, yeah, no,
strong.
that looks good.
Isn't that clean?
Yeah, no, open
I
this.
wrapped it too.
So at first, you did a
I
great
love
job.
wrapping gifts, by the
At
I
first
way.
hate it.
I
I
thought you did
man,
collar under jersey like on purpose.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh no,
Oh,
Bonte.
yeah. No, Bonte's turned 60 overnight.
I was like, oh no.
He's turned 60
He's like a
overnight.
werewolf.
By the way,
Dad.
I told the story yesterday
Full
about the
Mike
bottle of
Francesa.
wine I got you, Matson, where you didn't pick it up for like 7 months.
Bro, I couldn't.
But was the wine good?
It was great.
Oh, thank
It
you.
was very good.
Shared it with the whole neighborhood.
No, I shared it with my mother-in-law and my mom, who are not, I don't want to call them wine snobs, but they love their wine. and they both
The
love it.
connoisseurs.
Yeah, connoisseurs.
I
Thank
love
you.
Mama Matson. Mama Matson's hella cool. Remember she came by Hilton Hotel?
She's a P1.
I wanted to do a
P1.
segment called the Sports Sommelier, where we bring someone in who's like a tastemaker.
Sports
and
sommelier.
I couldn't flesh out the idea. Oh, dude, I might know my packages.
here
I'm
we go.
sorry.
Here we go.
The Amazon
Oh, gosh.
boxes
Yeah.
just
I'm
come
sorry.
down.
This is
Let's tape.
Sorry.
This
Let's
is a
tape.
lot. This is a lot.
Apologies.
There's a lot. There we go.
All right.
Ooh, we
There's
got
a gift
lids.
receipt. Don't lose it.
Does this say lids?
Oh, it's a gift
Yeah.
card.
No, it's not a gift card.
Oh my God, I already love it.
Oh, that's strong right there. Is
Oh
that
my God.
That's an A's?
Yeah, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Oh,
That's sick right there.
wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that cool?
That is
That's so
That's
good.
sick as hell.
That's
I hope
so
it fits.
good.
I
That's
love
a great
it.
gift.
I've got a couple of the
That'll fit.
pullover ones, and the smaller sizes just don't fit at all.
You can
That's
wear
very-
that to
yes.
the new stadium in Vegas in a couple years.
dude.
That'll be.
That was
I'm
I'm gonna
kidding.
wear it when I go watch Brandon Crawford play shortstop
Such a
this
good
year.
joke.
Bonte Hill loves
Do you have
A's
that
fans.
already?
I don't. Thank
good.
you. I've been eyeing it
didn't
for
know.
I've been on their
years.
backside
Literally
for 5
years.
years, Mark.
But I never made it
Those
happen.
just took
Thank
the
you.
throne.
There's
You
no
just
get-
took the throne.
No, there's no getting off their bad side. An A's fan will never understand. It's not about the fans. It's
by
about
the
their
way-
owner.
and
It's
by
about
the
their
way,
owner.
There's a gift receipt.
Shasky said he grew up with nobody. Well, we know he's swimming in money now. Look at these
Yeah,
gifts.
seriously, dude.
Look,
Two
guys,
houses,
guys, we work together every day.
5 trees.
Oh,
5 Christmas trees. Living on a golf course. Let's go to Pebble tomorrow.
Song of the year.
Pebble, song of the year. Rap
No,
of the year.
Friday.
He may have stole
My
freestyle
dad's
of the
paying
year.
for it. It's my 40th birthday. My dad's paying for it. I've walked the course multiple times. U.S. Open, Pro-Ams. I've never played it. So, have you?
Yes, one time. It's playable.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Here, my one thing, my
Yeah.
one suggestion.
Layers.
Don't let intimidation take over the first 9 holes.
Okay.
It took me 15 holes.
To
The
ease in.
presence of
Yeah.
the course was over. I'm like, it's not that hard. It's playable.
Did you
No,
go
it's
one
playable.
iron?
You know
One
what?
iron into
No,
that green
no,
like
no,
Jack?
no.
This is a conversation for tomorrow. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
Mark Willard's got me shook. He's got me shook. You guys have a
Dude.
good day. Willard and Madsen coming up next. These guys are great. Listen up, and they'll tell you what they got coming up until noon.